Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. First off, I have a confession to make. I actually recorded this video using live commentary, however, the audio... Well, let's just say this. I didn't actually change my microphone from my Mac input microphone to my actual new microphone when I was recording. I thought I did, but because I had disconnected the microphone, it defaulted back to my MacBook microphone. So when I realized what had been recorded, the sound quality was so low and so terrible because my MacBook was like on the floor and like behind me while it was recording the game, whereas my actual microphone was like in front of my mouth. So the audio quality ended up being very, very bad, and as a result, there was nothing I could do to amplify it that would make it sound even remotely decent. But we will work out the kinks eventually. It just won't be for this video, unfortunately. But for this video, I decided that, I was probably going to head to Wonderland, assuming that the first world was actually Wonderland. When I was making the video, I didn't remember which one it was, but I was actually correct. The first world is Wonderland, and that is where we're going to head first because it is listed as the easiest area in the game. And for good reason. It's a fairly simple world. Kind of get you used to the Kingdom Hearts gameplay system with Donald and Goofy. It's kind of like a good transition from the beginning of the game when it's just you to actually fighting in a party. And but unfortunately, in order to get there, we have to do this gummy ship minigame. Some people really like the gummy ship minigame. It's it's kind of like an old arcade game, space shooter kind of deal. But I've never been a big fan of that type of game anyway. And this game was no different. So there's something wasn't really that appealing about flying through rings and collecting like space beach balls in order to get power-ups for my ship. It just doesn't really seem all that appealing to me. But there is like one in between every major game world in the game and they're all like mandatory. You actually have to do them. So it's just something you kind of suffer through for the sake of the game because the rest of the game is good. The gummy ship thing is kind of stupid. I mean, I've played worse minigames before, so it's not like I'm like, oh my god, like, how could I ever go on? But it's just one of the worst things in Kingdom Hearts. It's just, I play this game because of the RPG, not because of, space shooter. I almost wish it had done something a little more like Jade Empire did, where like it included a minigame like this, but then it gave you the option to like skip over it if you wanted to, like. And it would use the excuse like, oh, you're taking the long way. So you can either take the long way or you can cut right through enemy forces. I wish they did that with this game, so that way you could just skip right through these gummy ship scenes. And if I remember correctly, you actually have to go through the gummy ship areas again if you decide to revisit a world like later on. But I could be misinformed about that. It's been a long time. Some of these things are difficult to dodge, like right there. You have to, the rings aren't quite correct. But you end up, after like that short 2-minute segment, we do end up at this really awkward looking world that is actually Wonderland. And so we'll head in. And we fall down the rabbit hole at first, of course. Nothing else would be appropriate for Wonderland. Goofy didn't exactly fall gracefully.
Oh my word, this is... I'm late! Oh dear! I'm here! I should be there! Oh, I'm late! Oh, the Queen! She'll have my head for sure!
She's quite a violent monarch. I mean, especially for like kids adaptation. Maybe she's like, she has no qualms about beheading anybody or anything. All right, so you can head over to this door, which looks fairly normal until you actually open it. In which case, there's like 3 doors in a row. And now you're in this really oversized room. Or undersized room. You're very oversized for this room.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
That tracks.
Must you be so loud? You woke me up.
Good morning.
Good night. I need a bit more sleep.
Wait, what do we have to do to grow small?
Why don't you try the bottle?
What
Over
bottle?
there.
Oh, those bottles. I do like the fact that one is red and one is blue. It's like the red pill and blue pill from the Matrix. And of course, the blue pill is the one that you can take to go down the rabbit hole, you know, to quote Morpheus. It doesn't really let you pick the red one. I was actually spending a while here trying to pick the red one to see if you could like drink either one. But you can't, unfortunately. It only lets you pick one at a time. So there's no like growing too big to go through like the roof or anything like that. Alright, so now you inexplicably end up on the table. And when you jump down, you have a lot of Heartless waiting to kick your ass. Now this is the first introduction, in my memory at least, of this game, of the wizard Heartless enemies that shoot fireballs. I think the blue ones shoot like ice. Like depending on their color, it changes what kind of wizard they are. They're not actually that hard to beat, but they're a little more annoying than regular Heartless because sometimes you have to jump up to get to them, seeing as they're floating. I actually try to use magic against them, and I just miss. I'm not really sure the best way to go about that, but I'm clearly not doing it the right way. And that was kind of a nice sniper shot by the wizard there. I'm almost dead, so Donald, heal me, bro. And he's definitely not gonna do it. I missed another fireball, of course. Come on. Gotta take these guys out. What is this crap? Alright, so they're all dead. And now I have to find out the next way to go. Although, unbeknownst to me, I actually should have done something already. What I'm doing right now isn't exactly the... I'm just wandering around like a little guy for no reason. Now, if you're wondering why I'm in the menu, I'm actually trying to set Donald so that he will actually heal me with Kiraga a little more frequently, so I shed his defensive to constantly. But I think his MP is actually way too low at the moment to cast anything, so that's why he's not going to. This guy is not going to budge, and so I'm kind of out of ideas as to where to go at this point. It's kind of weird over post-commentarying a live commentary session, because unlike with most of my commentaries where I know exactly where I'm going beforehand, and I make sure that I'm very efficient with the way that I go through the level, with the live commentary I just kind of let myself explore, and I actually was quite proud of the live commentary. I thought it was fairly interesting, but it wasn't to be because of the audio quality. So now I have to post-commentary myself running around in circles looking like a moron, which is a lot more interesting when you see my thought process as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. For instance, like why I'm checking in the fireplace, why I'm jumping on top of a vase. These things make a lot more sense in context, but next time I'm gonna, every single time I'm gonna try to do it in live until I finally get it right. And because I do plan this to be more of a live series than a post-commentary series like Dark Souls was. I'm not sure which one I'm better at yet, but I do want to try at least one series in live commentary, and that's probably going to be this one. And I just noticed this hole now. I'm like, oh, okay. I bet I need to be big in order to move the bed out of the way. Herder. I wish they told me that, before they told me to use the potion to shrink or whatever. Like they leave out that you can't do anything in that area unless you move the bed first. Alright, so there's nothing else to push but the bed, so I might as well just go ahead and do that. And I actually push it into the wall, believe it or not. And now I am able to shrink and head through there, where I will see the next cutscene and progress through the game a little further. It only took me 10 minutes to do the first room of Wonderland. Yeah, not my finest hour. And after a really long break, there will be a cutscene. Maybe. It's a black screen for a long time. And here he comes. The rabbit. His eyes look like he's been smoking weed for like the last week and a half.
I'm on trial. But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts,
Stoner Bunny.
presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no
Oh, really?
doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
You know what?
That
That
is
leaves a
so
little bit of doubt, to
unfair.
be honest.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Any minute now. You gonna say something? I'm sure you got it in you. Come on, Alice, defend.
Of course. I've done absolutely
Oh,
nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so
Actually, it does give her the right to
mean.
do that.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
Blah, blah, blah.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling?
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there.
Who are you?
These guards are
How
awesome.
dare you
They just
interfere
move
with
aside
my
when I
court?
ran forward.
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Apparently not. Wow. Maybe we should just leave. Fail to bring evidence and they're gonna kill all of us. Nice, that's wonderful. Alright, so there's not much you can do in this area right now. You could talk to Alice and she'll just be like, save me please. But the first thing you can do is you can head into the Lotus Forest. And that's where we're gonna find all the clues. And another cutscene with the very creepy Cheshire Cat. Say what you will, but this is one trippy place. The cat all lie in darkness. That doesn't help at all. Big reward if I find them all. Probably me getting killed by the queen. To trust or not to trust, that is the question. Alright, so the Cheshire Cat disappears in just as creepy a manner as he appeared, and leaves a whole crowd of Heartless behind for us to fight. Thank you very much for leading them all here. And I'm finally starting to get a little closer to filling up my health bar again after, like, you know, losing almost all of it at the first, like, fight of the level. Donald's dead. I don't know what happened to him. And I love how he like went into the fight with almost no health. Then after dying, he like respawns with like a third HP. All right, so that guy wants ether, which I'm not even sure if I have any. All right, so here's some evidence. You're right. If they were all that easy to find, it would be a cinch to get them all. My God, just when you think you're done with the Heartless for an area, like a couple more appear just to piss you off. Once we kill these scrubs, we can actually see what the other flowers need or want or whatever. Oh, we got a Trinity mark, so let's try this one out. And we get a bunch of crap, ether, tent, and whatever the other thing is. potion and a bunch of magic. Alright, so let's open this up. And we get the footprint evidence. So every time you see one of those little boxes, that's evidence. Alright, so this guy wants a potion. You can give him to the flower. And he gives you a high potion and a bunch of magic. So, you know, that's actually a pretty good trade-off, to be honest. And this guy wanted an ether, so I suppose we can give him that.
This should help.
And he just gives me a bunch of health and a camping set. So these aren't bad trade-offs, to be honest. These items we're getting are actually better than what we're giving up. And this one, give me a potion and I'll make you bigger. Yep, that's what she said.
Come on!
I have to figure out how to get those things to like come out of the ground. Like, there has to be a I vaguely remember there being a way, but I can't remember off the top of my head. There's definitely a way to do that though. So those guys are all fairly dead. Usage shard. Nice. Give me an ether. I don't even know if I have any more. It doesn't really seem like I do. Let's check my stock. Nope. We got an elixir, which I wouldn't give you anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait on that guy. So actually, I'm getting a little confused as to where to go here. Alright, I'm pretty sure we didn't go to the left up here where the mushrooms are. Oh boy, more Heartless. Hooray. Oh, yeah, I leveled up. Excuse me. Yeah, no, that's pretty sweet. Alright, so one more level, make it a little stronger. I'm not really sure how to move that rock. I'm sure there's a way though. Alright, so if you jump up here, we'll find another evidence. Obtained antenna. Alright, so I'll take that. And now you can head up the other way. And come on. Mad street cred for making that jump. Alright, and so you get to open this treasure chest as a little reward of that, and I get Dalmatians, who I could not give a flying crap about any less than I already do. And so if you head over here, I'm not really sure there's anywhere you can go from this way. And I just realized there's no way I'm gonna make that jump, so I stopped myself midway. That I'm pretty sure makes you smaller if you are already large. There's not really much I can go this way. I can't get to those platforms. I can head through this hole in the tree up here into the bazaar room, which is the first room we were in before. So I guess we'll do that. Oh, and look at that. Evidence number 3. Only one more to go. Stench. Now that is some evidence right there. Alright, so I'm not really sure. I guess we'll go back into the forest and we'll try to get bigger. And hopefully that will allow us to to find the last piece of evidence. So I'll remember that save point for a little bit because we're getting pretty close to the end of the video here, going on 19 minutes. So I'm just gonna try to find the last piece of evidence before we finish up. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. So I think it's this one. This is the extends right here. Give me a potion, I'll make you bigger. I have to actually re-equip it because I only have high potions equipped right now. Potion.
This should help.
Wow, and I grew 3 sizes that day. Alright, so I can't do anything over here. But if you run to the other side, eventually, I'll stop being retarded. Run to the other side, Sora. Don't be a moron. Alright, so if you step on that, you actually raise something, so that way you can actually become small again, and you can make it up to that door. So I need to find the, let's say, strike to spin. That's nice. And this one says I'm ripe enough to be picked and eaten, so we'll do that. Hooray! Alright, so I'm tiny again. And we can head over to the mushrooms and hopefully jump up to the top. I really do want to figure out how to move this boulder. I know there has to be a way, because there's like a door behind it, like you can see the opening. But as for how you do it, I don't really know. Alright, so that way we're not going to be able to go, you know, definitely. But the other way we have opened up, so let's, you know, try to do that. You know, assuming we can make these jumps again. And so far so good. Oh, and not enough air on that one. Which is very frustrating because platforming in this game is a little bad because, let's be honest, Kingdom Hearts, the camera system on this is not really designed to be a platformer. And I miss again. You know, I wasn't kidding about the street cred you get for making that jump the first time. I can't even jump on the mushroom. I cannot even. Are you serious? I didn't even remember doing this badly. Alright, come on, jump across. Nice. Alright, finally. And what the hell was I doing? Alright, I was going the wrong way apparently. That wasn't even the way I was supposed to go. Come on, we can do it. Let's actually get to the other opening this time. Head across here. Alright, so now we can jump to this one because it's been raised up, and then jump up here, and then head into the bizarre room again. And we end up falling to our deaths. Wait, where the hell are we? We're on like a faucet or something. Oh, and there's the package. That jump doesn't look very makeable though. Let's see if I can figure it out. Oh shit. Alright, that was pathetic. But, you know, that's just about gonna do it. We found the fourth piece of evidence. I'll have to go figure out how to get to it next time. But for now, you know, that's just about gonna be it for this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts. We'll continue Wonderland next time, and I will see you guys there. Later.